Hi everyone, this is Space Toad, and today it is my great pleasure to finally being able to show you guys new BuildCraft features. I've been working on bug fixes for SMP exclusively for the past weeks, if not the past month, and finally I got enough work done to be able to implement some new cool stuff. So this is going to be a preview of the forthcoming BuildCraft 3.0.0. The previous one was the 2.x branch, which is now out of the beta program and released at a regular mainstream version of BuildCraft. This is basically the new beta. Let's get started. So during the development of BuildCraft, a lot of people have asked for special features, in particular detector features. So in front of you, you may see this little white thing. Let's get closer to it actually. And this is a, let's say, a circuit or gate that can be placed on any kind of pipe. And if I open it, I can see this new interface, and it says OR gate. What it actually is an interface to detect various kind of events. What I've said here is that if there are items traversing the pipes, and if these items are sand, then I'm sending a redstone signal. If there are items traversing the pipe, and if the items are wooden planks, then I'm going to send a redstone signal as well. And if we look at that and try it live, you'll see that this is a regular wooden engine, nothing fancy. Let's disconnect it now. And items are slowly going under the detector, under the gate. And when it reaches the gate, that activates the gate, and oh, redstone signal. So that's the first thing. As you can see, the item exits the gates and the redstone signal vanished. These objects are this little thing here. There is either OR gates, which means that the signal, if launched, if any of the events is activated, or AND gates, which means that all of the events have to be activated at the same time to send a signal. And this thing can be placed basically on any kind of pipe. If I want to, I can place another one here, and if I click on the interface, I'm going to be able to do the same kind of thing. I'm activating the traversing event just by clicking on the entry. I'm going to get the item here, clicking with the item, specify the parameter, and when object go, you can see this red signal here that notifies the fact that this was activated. And finally, clicking here specifies the action that I want to do. So I've just recreated an OR gate that activates a redstone signal if there is wooden planks traversing the pipe. There is actually a lot more events than you can detect with these gates. But before going to these things, I want to show you something else. As you can see in my inventory, in this part, I've got these new things, which is pipe wire. What happened is that BuildCraft is so complicated and there's so many machines that a lot of the time wiring the entire system through redstone is a bit of a burden. What we can do now is apply wire directly on the pipes. So let's take this this red wire, for instance. What I want to say is I want to activate this engine, but I want to carry the signal over the pipe directly, and I don't want to have to create a complicated redstone circuit. And let's say that this is over here the lever that is supposed to activate that that engine over there. I'm just going to apply the wiring just by clicking on the pipe. As you can see, it goes very nicely through the pipe. Now, one important point is that this is not redstone signal, so it does not catch redstone signal, it does not send redstone signal either. What I'm going to need to is to create a special gate, special interface that is going to perform this conversion. If I select this gate here, for example, I'm going to place it here, just like so, and I'm going to say if there is a redstone signal around, then send a red pipe signal. And the same way over there, I'm going to add another interface, another gate, and here I'm going to say if there is a red pipe signal, then send a redstone signal. Now, if I activate the signal here, you can see that this get brighter, and that activates the engine over here. Clicking on the interface again, you can see that there's this red thing saying that this thing is activated. This wire can actually be placed on any kind of pipe, and there's 4 colors for the 4 edges. So red, to just so, then blue is another one. You can place yellow or green wire as well. And then through gate, it's going to be possible to combine various signals and various conditions. If I place a gate here, you can see that in the input I have all the colors that are available, as well as in the output location. Okay, so that's for wiring, and you'll see how useful that can be in a little while. Let's have a first look now at all of the different events that are going to be available in this version of BuildCraft. Maybe it's time to sleep. No, not yet. So on this interface, basically, you'll see pretty much all of the signals that you will be able to react to. The first category is traversing items. So that works detecting that there are items traversing, that no item is traversing, and there are special versions of these events for power pipes or liquid pipes, or waterproof pipe rather. It is going to be possible to detect if an inventory is empty, if it contains certain kind of items, if there is space available, if the inventory is full. It's going to be possible to detect if there is a redstone signal or if there is none. If there's an engine, it is going to be possible to know if the engine is blue, green, yellow, or red. Liquids are going to be detected as well. I can detect if a liquid tank is empty, if it contains some liquid, if there is space for any liquid, or if the tank is full. This is detecting if there is a pipe signal going on the line, on the pipe. And finally, this last thing is going to detect if a machine is on or if a machine is off. Now, that's basically it. Then what you do out of this is left to your imagination. I just have 2 little examples. I'm going to sleep. And since I want to avoid the engine to blow up over there, I probably need to add some water. Now we'll come to this thing in a moment. Let me actually add some more here. Just want to be able to make my points. Should be good. Okay. So 2 small examples. This is a system where there are 2 chests, and they are going to empty themselves alternatively. You can see it just happen that all of the items from the left part are out of the chests, and then the items from the right chest are starting to be extracted and going back to the other one. And the way to do that is pretty straightforward. There are 2 lines of data. two wire lines on the pipe. On the first gate, what I'm saying is that if there is item in the inventory and if the red pipe signal is off, then I'm sending a blue pipe signal, and for the same conditions I'm sending a redstone signal. The redstone signal is going to activate the engine, and this blue pipe signal is going to be sent all the way to this gate over here, which has the reverse behavior. It says that if the blue pipe signal is off, that is to say if the other engine is not activated, if there is nothing going out of the other chest, and if there are items in the chest, then activate the redstone signal here and the red pipe signal here. That's the first simple example. There is another one here, a little bit more complex, that we quickly saw. Actually, let me fix that real quick. Probably want this engine to cool down. So, what we got here? This is an engine, and as you know, one of the main problems for engine is finding a way to avoid them blowing up. In 3.3.3 it's even more annoying, because if you shut down an engine in this version, then you will have to wait until the engine is totally cool to start to activate it again. So what I did is that I created a system around it to prevent problems on this engine. I think we're good here now, and I can show you the details of that. The first thing is maybe this one, which is maybe the most easy to understand. That is basically an emergency water system. What I've got here is, let me switch to that. First detector that says if there is water in the tank, then send a green pipe signal, otherwise don't. And on this one here, what I'm saying is that if there is no signal, that means that there is no water. So there's an emergency, because an engine that has no water is likely to blow up pretty soon. So what this does is that sends a redstone signal, which activates this engine over here, which sends the emergency water system. And as you can see here, I probably should activate the regular water distribution to cool down this engine. So that's one first emergency system. In this example, I've implemented a second one. This one is a little bit more complicated, but we are going to try slowly to understand what happens here. On this first detector, what I'm saying is that if the engine is blue, green, or yellow, then send the green pipe signal. Okay? In here, what I'm saying is that if I receive a green pipe signal as well as a red pipe signal, I want to send a blue pipe signal. Back here, if I receive that blue pipe signal, I am sending the redstone signal, which is going to activate the engine. In other words, this thing happens only if one of these guys is okay, and if this red line over here is okay as well. And as you can see here, the red line is simply activated through a regular redstone signal that's over there. So that's actually a second emergency signal, because if the engine gets red, which means it's really close to blowing up, then there won't be any green pipe signal here, which means that at this place this is going to be false. So the blue signal, since this is an AND gate, the blue signal will not be sent, and if there is no blue signal, then there won't be any redstone signal, and the engine is going to stop. The other line of data that is carried by this interface here says if there is space available for liquid in the engine, send a yellow pipe signal, and the yellow pipe signal is then used here, and actually it should be used No, it's okay actually. So the redstone signal is used here and says if there's yellow signal as well as redstone, which comes from this button, then send a green signal, which gets code by this thing here, which says if there is green signal and if there's liquid in the tank here, then activate the redstone. That is to say, activate the engine, which is going to extract liquids from the tank. And there is actually a little issue in my setting here, and this pipe is wrong. It doesn't let liquid pass through, so I'm going to fix that pretty quick. I can see that this is blocking the liquid, and there is a little spot in the combustion engine that I want to take advantage of here. So if I fix that, then liquid is going to go through the engine, and now this is deactivated because the engine is full of fuel. So here in here I don't have this yellow pipe signal anymore, so I cannot send the green pipe signal. That's about it. That's about what I wanted to show on this new BuildCraft release. It's a little bit complex, but there is a lot of things that can be done out of it, and a lot of new possibilities for automation. There is more to come in the 3.0 branch, but for now, thanks a lot for having watched the video. I hope to be able to see you soon. I actually hope to be able to release this first beta in the coming days, maybe this weekend. Anyway, talk to you soon. Bye bye.